Hello, this is Johnny B. Bad, 6661 John F. K. Page again. Just echoing the sentiment and suggestion and orders by the FAA and the head of the Federal Department of the DOT, Department of Transportation, and his comments at the airport saying dress a little bit better for the airport. That suggestion is not only a suggestion, it's for survivability of air crashes. All right, now, this right here, this is not flight attire. This is not, do not get on an airplane with pajamas on. This is pajamas, okay? You do not get on the plane with pajamas. Pajama bottoms and a t-shirt like this, no. Not good. This is what you get on a plane with. Pants. Move this out of the way. Pants. I have my Dickies shirt, long sleeves. And today, I mean, with the environment in the northern hemisphere right now, we're heading into winter. I also wear thermal underwear underneath this. Thermal bottoms, so if there is an air crash, I can survive it, okay? Because you don't know. And another thing I wear, don't forget the jacket. Because you never know when you're in an air crash, where you're gonna crash at. You could be in the middle of a cornfield in a small town. Hopefully the fuselage stays together. But if it doesn't, like that one aircraft, I forgot where the air crash happened, but the pilots they bring another pilot in from the back, a passenger plane, from the back to help maneuver, to help jostle, to use the engines to turn the aircraft because their hydraulics went out. And when they landed at the airport, they hit the runway so hard they went off the runway and cartwheeled the entire aircraft. Some people survived, some people didn't. But the ones that do survive, you're going to need to stay warm in case that ever happens again. And not the RAM unit, the rat that deploys from the bottom of the aircraft. I don't know if that aircraft had one, but that's not, even if the rat doesn't help it, you're screwed. So wear this, a jacket, so you can survive in the cold, because your survivability, you may have survived the crash, but you may not survive the elements if you're not properly dressed. Okay? During an air crash. Proper jacket. Okay? Now me, I take it just a step further. I got this little nifty little thing from Milwaukee. It's a battery pack that plugs into my hoodie. It's got temperature settings. I set it on maximum high, like if I'm waiting at a bus stop or whatever. But you need to get one of these. Take on the airplane with you, depending if you're flying, how the cold of an environment you're flying to if you're flying from one cold environment to another. It helps you, if you were to get in an air crash, keep this on your person at all times. So that's the first thing I take with me, like I'm flying from like here to Alaska, to Oregon, to Washington State, Canada, the northern fringes, like where the Arctic climate is right now. When you get in an air crash, you crash in the middle of a cornfield, out in the middle of a farm, it's 15, 20 degrees, maybe 30 degrees below zero with a 50 below zero wind chill factor. You're gonna wish you had all this on instead of them pajamas, okay? For survivability. You may survive the crash, but them pajamas not going to save your ass. You will freeze to death. What I need to suggest, my suggestion to you is Google temperature survivability on the naked body, because when you wear pajamas, you might as well be naked. Okay? Period. This is a heated hoodie. I wear underneath there. If I don't wear it underneath there, I carry it down with me. I roll it up. Put it in my lap. And if shit happens, I got it on me, jump down the slide, or if I can crawl out what's left of the fuselage, I got something to keep me warm with until the rescuers get me there. So the rescuers are first responders, get to the crash site. Okay? A lot of pilots going to say, oh, you don't need all that. But please, bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay? You're not you pilot the plane. We're the ones in the back. Okay, here goes set this over here gently. Yeah, and you never know. And let me go over here. Got one more thing. Okay. And proper shoes. And proper shoes. Forgot that. These are my favorite footwear I wear on the airplane. They're Harley Davidson biker boots, but hey, when you're trying to walk through wreckage of an aircraft, you got jagged metal, you got broken glass, you got pieces of luggage with sharp edges maybe on it. And you don't know what you're going to be, you don't know what you're going to crash into, side of a mountain or whatever, in rocky terrain. These will help your feet keep warm during those below zero temperature, below zero environments. Keep your feet warm. Okay? And this is your luggage, of course. Anyway, that's why you should dress properly for flying. You never know. Okay? And if you have if you crash into the water, a water crash landing, where you go into crash into the water, and at this time of year is minimal right now. And as it's getting colder out, the water temperature is going to be dropping, and you can Google the survivability of the human body and water temperature and the survivability. Depends how far offshore you crashed, how long you're going to be in the water, how long it takes rescuers to get to the water crash. So even dressed like this, you may not survive, but it gives you just a very slim chance of surviving compared to pajamas. Because the inner layer of the thermal underwear may get wet, but it'll start trying to trap heat. But not enough heat to survive, but it may give you maybe 5-10 minutes more survivability. You know, like if you crash in the Atlantic, in this environment, northern Atlantic, Great Lakes, Northern Pacific, where the ice sheets are starting to form, it's going to be a wreck. Like I said, I'm backing what the FAA says. You dress a little bit better, because it's not only for passenger pleasing and aesthetics of the way you dress and look a little bit more class, dress with a little more class, but it's also for survivability. Don't come to the airport looking ratchet. Like you just crawled out the bed, scratching your ass. Okay? This is Johnny B. Bad, 6661 John F.K. Page. Full name, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Page. And as you can see, we got some air traffic from JFK over here in the back of me. Tried to capture some of that while I was doing this video vlog, but anyway. Have a good evening. Have Safe travels this holiday. All right. Like I said, Johnny B. Bad, 6661, John F. K. Page. Have a safe flight. Don't miss your flight.